You know how Tesla's been hogging the spotlight in the electric vehicle game? Well, it looks like there's a new kid on the block, and they're giving Elon Musk a run for his money. Enter BYD, the Chinese electric vehicle giant that's shaking things up like never before. China is the place to be for electric cars, and BYD's been making serious waves there. They've been stealing Tesla's thunder with a killer price war that's got everyone talking. Even Tesla had to slash prices by 20 to 30% just to stay in the game. Last year alone, BYD smashed records with a mind-blowing 2.4 million new car registrations, making them the top dog in China with an impressive 11% market share. And it's not just China they're conquering. BYD is spreading its wings globally, with exports soaring by a jaw-dropping 334% in 2023. They're shipping EVs to over 70 countries, and they've got their eyes set on big markets like Australia, Japan, Europe, and maybe even the good old USA. Experts are saying BYD is on track to be a global powerhouse. CLSA is predicting they'll crack the top 5 automakers worldwide by 2026, maybe even sneaking into the top 10 this year. Who would have thought a Chinese car maker could shake up the industry like this? Well, in this video, we'll answer that question, because we're diving deep into the BYD phenomenon, exploring how they're turning the electric vehicle game on its head and giving Tesla a run for its money. BYD, short for Build Your Dreams, kicked off its journey in 1995, not as a car company but as a battery manufacturer. Founded by Wang Chongfu in Shenzhen, China, BYD initially focused on producing batteries for cell phones. Their low-cost strategy quickly paid off, securing big-name clients like Motorola and Nokia. After a decade of dominating the battery market, BYD set its sights on the automotive industry. In 2003, they bought Jian Qinshuang Automobile and rolled out their first internal combustion car, the F3, in 2005. The F3 DM, a plug-in hybrid EV, followed in 2008. Early BYD models like the F3 and F1 were inspired by Formula One racing, but let's be honest, they were more modest commuter cars with Mitsubishi engines under the hood. BYD made its first foray into the fully electric vehicle market with the E6 in 2010. These early EVs were primarily adopted by taxi fleets, thanks to government incentives. However, the general public wasn't exactly rushing to buy BYD's cars. Throughout the 2010s, BYD's auto division saw only modest growth. Sales were up, but profits were lukewarm, and by 2018 and 2019, year-on-year sales were even declining. It was touch and go whether BYD would make it as a car company. Then a turning point came in 2019, with the introduction of new models like the Tang and the Han, designed by top-tier German designers. These cars were game changers, good-looking, well-built, and a hit with consumers. By 2022, BYD had stopped producing internal combustion vehicles altogether, focusing solely on battery electric and plug-in hybrids. This gradual shift allowed them to maintain volume while easing into the EV market. A significant boost came from Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway, which invested about $250 million in BYD back in 2008, mainly because of its battery business. Buffett himself admitted he didn't fully grasp the technology or the Chinese market, but he believed in Wang Chongfu's vision. And he was right. BYD's stock has skyrocketed over 1,400% since Buffett's initial investment. However, Berkshire Hathaway has recently sold off more than 60% of its shares, citing geopolitical concerns and the fierce price war ignited by Tesla. At the core of BYD's success is its pricing strategy. They consistently undercut competitors, offering models like the Seagull for just $11,500, a steal in the EV market. BYD's expertise in battery technology, typically the most expensive component of an EV, gives them a significant edge. They design, develop, and manufacture their own batteries not just for their cars, but for other automakers like Tesla, Toyota, and Kia. In 2020, BYD launched the Blade, a lithium iron phosphate battery that boasts high energy density and safety. This battery has been hailed as the best in class globally, maximizing energy density and durability, making it a hot commodity in the industry. BYD isn't just making a splash in the passenger car market. They're making waves across various vehicle segments, including trucks and buses. Surprisingly, they even built and sold electric buses in the United States, with a factory located in Lancaster, California. Their commercial fleet vehicles, especially buses, have found homes in the US and Latin America. However, it's their passenger cars that truly account for the bulk of their sales. The Dynasty Series is BYD's cornerstone, featuring a range of vehicles at various price points, starting with the Kin, priced at around $14,000, to the high-end Tang, which begins at about $34,000. This series offers something for everyone. The vehicle that really cemented BYD's reputation in the new energy segment is the Han, a sedan launched in July of 2020. The Han was a game-changer, capturing consumer interest and significantly boosting BYD's profile. Appealing to younger consumers, the Ocean series includes models like the Seagull, BYD's smallest car with a starting price of around $10,000, and the Seal, a sedan that starts at about $22,000. The Dolphin and Seal models in particular are designed to attract young families and women, offering a variety of colors and features that appeal to these demographics. BYD's ambitions don't stop at the mass market. They've introduced several luxury sub-brands to cater to more affluent customers. Denza, a joint venture with Mercedes-Benz, established in 2010, initially focused on the Chinese market. Despite Mercedes reducing its share to 10% in 2021, BYD has continued to innovate under this brand, introducing the D9 luxury minivan, the N7, a direct competitor to Tesla's Model Y, and the larger N8 SUV. Yongwang, launched in 2023, targets the ultra-high-end market. This brand boasts models like the U9 supercar and the U8 luxury SUV. The upcoming U7 is expected to feature quad-electric motors and a range of about 500 miles. These vehicles represent BYD's bold statement that they can compete with the likes of Ferrari, Lamborghini, and Porsche. Fengcheng Bao, another brand created in 2023, debuted its first vehicle, the Bao 5, in November of last year. This brand is part of BYD's strategy to penetrate the high-end luxury segment, offering vehicles that are either incredibly large or fall into the sports car category, very different from their more practical, everyday cars. What sets BYD apart in the EV market is its ability to cater to a wide range of consumers, from affordable entry-level cars like the Seagull to high-end luxury vehicles under their sub-brands. BYD has a vehicle for almost every type of consumer. Their expertise in battery technology gives them a significant edge, allowing them to produce cost-effective, reliable vehicles. As the leading electric car maker in China, BYD has ambitiously set its sights on expanding its presence in international markets. The push to globalize became more urgent around 2018 and 2019 when the Chinese domestic market slowed, and margins began to drop. Faced with the threat of overcapacity and hyper-competition, Chinese automakers, including BYD, realized that staying confined to their home market could be detrimental. BYD has successfully made a significant impact in Southeast Asia, where it holds a 43% market share in EVs. It is currently the top-selling EV maker in countries like Thailand, Brazil, Colombia, and Israel. Remarkably, in Thailand, BYD transitioned from being virtually unknown to becoming the top-selling car brand within a year. The company has ambitious plans to double its sales in the Philippines and Singapore this year, reflecting its rapid expansion in the region. In Latin America, BYD's presence is growing, particularly in Mexico, where it started selling cars last year. The company is also exploring entry into the Japanese market. Recently, BYD launched the Dolphin model in Mexico, further cementing its foothold in South America, a region where Tesla's presence is pretty minimal. Europe represents a significant target for BYD. Last year, it sold 13,000 vehicles there and even launched its own massive cargo ship capable of carrying 7,000 vehicles. This ship recently delivered 3,000 cars to Germany, marking BYD's strategic move to control costs and logistics tightly. Europe is crucial for BYD due to its legislative push towards electric vehicles, wealthier customer base, and developed charging infrastructure. To support its expansion, BYD plans to open its first European plant in Hungary. However, the Chinese automaker faces challenges abroad, particularly in Europe, where the EU has announced investigations into subsidies for Chinese-made electric vehicles. The EU Commission suspects over-subsidization, which it believes makes Chinese EVs overly competitive. Between 2015 and 2020, BYD received approximately $4.3 billion in state support for new energy vehicles, according to estimates from the Rhodium Group. This substantial government backing has been a point of contention in international markets. A significant question remains: will BYD enter the US market? While the company is preparing for such a move, it is waiting for the right timing. The US market is promising but challenging due to tariffs. Currently, Chinese-made EVs face a 25% tax on top of the standard 2.5% tariff on imported cars, making them, expensive. Nevertheless, BYD announced plans to build a factory in Mexico, possibly to gain a foothold in North America. Given that China is already the #1 supplier of cars to Mexico, establishing manufacturing plants there seems like a strategic step towards entering the US market post-2025. In Australia, BYD has expanded significantly since its early entry in 2022, now holding 14% of the EV market. Although Tesla remains the leader with a 53% market share, BYD's rapid growth highlights its competitive edge. Chinese automakers, including BYD, are known for their competitive pricing and rapidly improving vehicle quality, posing a significant challenge to other global car makers. While BYD's impressive global expansion showcases the rise of electric vehicles, it's essential to consider the broader implications of this shift. EVs, despite their appeal, come with their own set of challenges and criticisms. The production and disposal of lithium-ion batteries raise significant environmental concerns. Mining for metals like lithium, cobalt, and nickel is often associated with environmental degradation and human rights issues, particularly in regions with lax regulations. Additionally, the push towards EVs requires a massive overhaul of existing infrastructure, including the establishment of extensive and reliable charging networks. This transition can be costly and time-consuming, creating logistical hurdles in many parts of the world. The dominance of Chinese automakers like BYD also raises geopolitical concerns. As countries become increasingly reliant on Chinese-made EVs and batteries, there could be significant economic and strategic ramifications. Dependence on a single country for critical technology could lead to vulnerabilities, particularly in times of political tension or conflict. While BYD and other EV manufacturers promise a cleaner and more sustainable future, it's crucial to approach this transition with a balanced perspective, acknowledging the potential drawbacks and challenges that come with the electric vehicle revolution. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, please like and share it, and remember to subscribe to the channel to see more videos just like this.